Hello students. So today I will start with the milestone with chapter 1 democracy with the part 3 of the explanation. I will continue with that. So this is Priyanka Sanyal from TIGPS Siliguri. So let us start with the video. So basically we will today do on the topic that vital role of people in decision making. Now if there is constitution, so what is there is democracy. Now what is the role of the people in democracy, in a democratic country? So democracy is based on consent and participation of the people who are governed. It involves people who are engaged in numerous decisions and meetings. Now democracy involves not only the officials, not only the monarch, but not only the government, but it is the people who governs it, and the most active participation of the people is involved. Now since the people have the right to express their opinions and have say in it, democracy brings forth these better decisions, and therefore democracy brings better decisions, and democracy equalizes the decisions. Now hence in a democracy a decision involves the consent of the people. So in order to have a democracy, the consent, the decision of the people, the decisions of the citizens of people of India or in a democratic country is very necessary, though it might take it some time to arrive or to get into conclusion, but it is acceptable when the majority is taking the decision. The chances of making irresponsible decisions are very rare, and therefore a fairly justified decision is made when people are involved. And in a democracy, very less irresponsible decisions are chances of very less irresponsible decisions are very rare. Now equality, and basically, so what is equality and the rule of law? Next we come to this topic. So equality is one of the most important elements of democracy. Now in the democracy equality is there. I said that equal rights has to given to the people. Now there should be equality, and democracy establishes equality. So therefore equality is one of the most important elements of democracy. It implies equal status and equal opportunities for all. The Indian constitution states the government shall not deny equality before law to any citizen. Now the Indian constitution, even the Indian constitution also states that the government will not deny or will not ignore the equality which is in the law, which that means in justice to will be given in equal manner, in equality, in the provision of the equality, and the government will is bound to give the justice to every citizen. Now in democracy, irrespective of whichever party comes to power, now the rule of law is that in democracy, irrespective of whichever party comes to power, whoever heads the administration, rules have to be made accordance with the laws. So law is the democracy is based upon the laws. The Indian constitution is based upon the laws. Now democracy is based upon equality, equality is based upon the laws. Now in even the constitution, I am trying to say, now in democracy, irrespective of whichever party comes to power or whoever heads the administration, rules have to be made in accordance with the laws written in the constitution. These are also called basic laws. Now what is basic laws? Now the laws written in the constitution which every party, which the government who will come in the power administration, even the citizens are bound to follow. So those are the basic laws of the constitution. Now idea of equality is based on the principle of rule of law. Now equality is, I said, is also democracy is based on equality, and equality is based on the rule of law, and rule of law is based on the constitution. Now the rule of law means that every person, what is the rule of law? Rule of law means that every person in the country, from the president to farmer, is bound by the same laws and given the same treatment. Now, in the rule of law, every person uh, is bound to follow, whether a president or a farmer or a poor a section of the society or rich person is bound to follow the same law and will be given equal treatment. Now, this is a equality. Now, if there is inequality, what are the problems? Despite the equal status granted by our constitution to every Indian, there are various types of inequalities in our society. So there are various types of inequalities still prevailing in spite of the constitution is there, in spite of the democracy is there. There is various types of inequality still existing in our country, in country India I'm talking about. The main cause of the inequality is in the society is due to the caste system. Now, the caste system classifies low and high. Like for example, the Dalit, they are always discriminated. The lower caste are always discriminated. So, in addition, inequality is also based not only caste system. Inequality is also based on wealth, like rich and poor, educational qualification. That more the higher the education, more the people are given importance, and those who are not too much qualified, they are giving less importance. So there is inequality. Gender, like the transgender, the male, female, who are always sexualized and they are distincted, they are proved as discriminated every time. Even in a profession, higher the profession is, higher the importance is. So lots of inequality is prevailing in our country in spite of democracy, in spite of the constitution. Now, how to fight against the inequality? So there are constitutional provisions. So there are some constitution, some provisions, some rules to fight against the inequality. Constitution says that every people are equal, but here some provisions are also there in order to fight this inequality. Now, one of the objectives of the Indian Constitution is to bring equality, Now, it has many provisions in order to achieve equality. Article 15 of the Indian Constitution says that, mark it, Article 15 of the Indian Constitution says that discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. The government has tried to implement the equality that is granted in the Constitution through many programs or schemes to help the unprivileged sections like midday meal. Narega provides employment to poor people in need of jobs. Now, basically, Article 15 states in the Indian Constitution states that it has prohibited any discrimination against any religion, in any race, caste, or social like society order, social inequality like caste system, sex, or place of birth, whatever. The religion inequality is always prohibited, is always against, the constitution is always against these inequalities. So discrimination is banned, discrimination is prohibited according to the Article 15 of the Indian Constitution. Now, still the government not only has adopted this Indian Constitution article, the government is also trying to overcome this inequality by introducing many programs and schemes. Now, with the help of the constitution, like the under to help the unprivileged sections, the lower sections, those who are those who are unprivileged, those who are always discriminated, like the midday meal, Narega, who provides employment. The scheme of Narega is there, who provides employment to the poor people who are in need of jobs, because they are always discriminated because they don't have jobs. Even the midday meal, people, the children come. So that the children can get proper education, and along with, in order to get proper education, midday meal is organized by the government. So the poorer sections in the village, especially in the rural areas, the children can get proper food and nutrition. So all these schemes have been introduced. Even in the Article 15, as I mentioned, what is mentioned, that what prohibits. So these are all, or whatever points are there in article 15. It lays down that the state shall not discriminate against any citizens on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Even no citizen shall, on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, any of them, be subject to any disability, liability, restriction, or condition. with regard to access to shops, public restaurants, hotels, and places of public entertainment, the use of wells, tanks, bathing gardens, roads, and place of public resort, maintained wholly or partly out of the state funds or dedicated to the use of the general public. So basically, Article 15 says that the state or the people or anybody will not discriminate. It will not discriminate any citizen of India on the basis of religion, race, caste, or place of birth. Even the citizen on the grounds of sex, place of birth, religion, or will not, if they are discriminated, they shall be charged. They shall be means subject. They shall be legal means prohibited with the disability liability restriction condition. Now even the every citizens of India will have the access, whatever religion he belongs to, whatever caste he belongs to, whatever gender he belongs to, sex he belongs to, it every citizens of India will have the access to public restaurants, to public hotels, a place of public places like shops, parks. Even it will have access to wells, tanks, bathing gardens, roads, and places of public resorts. So these are all Article 15 provisions which has been laid down. Now, so students, I hope you have understood today's video, and I have discussed you about the inequality, about the constitutional provisions, what is the problem of inequality. Even I have discussed about the equality, what is equality and what is the rule of law on that equality, and what is the what is the role of the people in decision making in the democracy, and how the democracy acts for the people. So I have all discussed with you all this to point in the final part of the explanation. Hope you have understood, students, and please do watch the video. Thank you.